Hello, everyone. This is Medora, and we are doing a 2023 review of Pillars of Eternity. I realize that it's not 2023, but it's close enough, so we're going with that. So, I think Pillars of Eternity is a perfect start for anyone entering the isometric RPG genre. It's not overly complex, there aren't a million pieces of equipment to micromanage, a meta of how the game should be played, and a convoluted rule set. Anyone familiar with an RPG will immediately get the concept. Jumping into character creator, we can see that there's tons of options, tons of races, classes, sub races, even where that person came from, their background, appearance change. The cool thing about this game, I find, is it's very balanced. Compared to other CRPGs, there's definitely a meta and there's definitely better classes to be than others. In my experience with this game, any class, race, anything is viable. You can complete the game with whatever combination you want without a sweaty Redditor saying, "You can't do this, that doesn't even make sense within the game world." This is your game world, play it how you like, do whatever you want. Now, the story I really don't like to comment on because I really think it's subjective. It all depends if you like that kind of story or you don't. But it's original. It's pretty cool. But more importantly, with a game like this specifically, is I like the freedom of choice. You can really be a good guy or you can flat out be an asshole and basically do whatever you want in terms of interacting with the characters and what you do and how you react and everything. Which then leads me into the morality system. This game's very unique in its morality system. Typically a game like this sees actions as good or evil, black and white. This game takes a more realistic and more dynamic view of morality, and furthermore your overall personality. Depending on how you react or interact with people, you'll gain reputation or points in certain personality traits. For instance, honesty, passionate, deceptive, etc. This then leads to characters to react and interact with you based on this. By playing the game and putting yourself in the character's shoes and playing the game how you would actually react if you're the main character, gives you a good insight on your own personality. This in turn makes your character more dynamic, more realistic, and believable because, as we know in real life, things aren't as simple as good or bad. There are gray areas and a lot of differing opinions. Getting into the combat's great because you can either have it full real time or full turn based or a combination of the two, meaning you can pause the fight at any time, issue some commands, resume, see what those commands do within the fight, and then start again. It's a really nice system and it flows impeccably. Now, a couple complaints or maybe nitpicks with this game. Off the bat, you're gonna notice there's a big problem with enemy placement. In the dungeons, enemies always seem to be right in front of the doorways. And what happens? All 6 of your team members end up jamming through the door, and you're left fighting one-on-one with a creature within the doorway. This could have been solved by making the dungeons a more open concept, or just have enemies further in whatever room you're going into. The biggest enemy in this game is tiny corridors and small doorways. No joke. And my last complaint, the cream of the crop. I can't really speak on this now because I have a better PC, but when this game first came out and I was playing it on Xbox One or a lower end PC, Jesus Christ, the load times made this game unplayable. They were like 20-minute load screens, and God forbid you accidentally click to go to the next area where you don't want to go. You'd have to wait 20 minutes to go there, 20 minutes back. And then you get into a situation where you're in a house and every room's a load screen. It basically made the game unplayable, and that's why I didn't finish it the first time. And to be honest, playing this on an Xbox One or a lower end PC, I don't even know if this issue's been resolved. So personally, I wouldn't roll the dice if you're on a lower end PC. In conclusion, guys, Pillars of Eternity, solid CRPG. If you're trying to get into the genre, highly recommend this be your first game to play. It has its flaws, it has its charm, great combat system, okay story, in my opinion. Great freedom of choice, great replayability, and it's extremely cheap right now. So give it a buy. I'd rate it today 7.5 out of 10. Thanks for sticking around, everyone. Later.